In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain. I'm here in beautiful Whitehaven, Tennessee, man. Might be the most beautiful land in the world, man. Kenny joins us from Collierville, Tennessee. Used to be the safest neighborhood in America, man, but a fallen soldier, man, is no longer next to you. Your neighbor has moved on. We're not joined by Ina Esco today. I called Ina. I didn't get it. I hate when I have guests on, then I have to leave immediately. I normally like to talk to my guests after the show. Appreciate them for coming on. Yeah. Ina's not really a guest. She's part of the team now.
She's going to be part of the team now. Yeah.
She's one of our co-hosts on Wednesday. But I called her. And she said, "Say, you be cutting up for real." She said, "I be watching your show sometimes, but I never watched the whole thing." And she said, "You be cutting up for real." So, I didn't really think I was on nothing crazy yesterday. But she said to somebody, she was like, "Man, that dude, that's funny, man. That wild. That man, that's like a real comedian." Like, yeah. But yeah, man, I try to create an entertaining show, man. I think everybody can, pretty much get up and be Sporty McSportington. I want to create an entertaining show that's based around sports. Loosely, you know what I mean? Like it's in some way or form. I grew up on, I ain't gonna say I grew up on, but I came up watching, the Chris Vernon show and all these different shows in Parish and all that type of stuff. And Two Live Stews, and there was another show. I don't even know y'all.
You gotta have fun with doing this, man.
Yeah,
every single day.
I remember just being entertained by those shows before
the
sports stuff. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I've always wanted to do. But shout out to Ina Esco. I think she was amazing. I think she'll be amazing. I was talking to her today. I said, because Ina, if you hadn't came on, like your idea to talk about the Stephon, I would not have thought about it.
No.
Like that would not have been a topic on the show. And it was a good conversation that we had. So I'm definitely glad to have Ina on. We're going to call her a co-host.
I have another topic I want to discuss. And should we wait for her or should we? Because we talked about Stephon Diggs yesterday, kind of the messy nature. I love that Ina called him a whore. She called him a whore. That was hilarious to me.
Hey, man. Hey, the hoes are necessary for the ecosystem, man. Like I'm not going to come in and shame the whole culture, bro.
Hold on. How is the hoe necessary for a ecosystem?
Are you for real?
Help me understand.
You talking about male hoes or female hoes?
All hoes.
Okay, bro. So are you acting like you never partake in loose women in your life? Is it in low hanging fruit? Are you saying it?
I mean, listen, bro. I just want to hear I want to get your thoughts on this. What does this mean?
Women like that are. Let me give you my definition of hoes first.
Okay. I'm writing this down, by the way.
To me, my opinion. You guys can have whatever opinion you like. To me, hoes are, if we're talking about women,
Okay.
hoes that are women are women that that you don't that women that you wouldn't seriously date or be in a relationship with.
Okay.
But they
Okay.
may be one dimensional. Like you may just be physically attracted to them and that's it. And you may be interested in sleeping with them or even like hanging out or going out or whatever. But
Yeah.
you don't value them as somebody you would like to be committed to seriously. To me, they're kind of like expendable women, in my opinion.
Ooh,
like that's me.
That's a rough phrase.
That's me.
No, I feel you.
There are expendable men too. There is a version of that women have too, where it's like, okay, he's good for this, and this, but he's not nobody I would seriously date with. But it might not that this, and this may or may not include sex. But for a man, that's my definition of what a hoe is to me.
Got you.
But like it's a woman, they're definitely attractive. They definitely got some amazing qualities about themselves, but there's nothing about them I would date seriously, right? But a male hoe, I think it's the total opposite. I think a male hoe is just a dude who don't really value his body, just kind of run through women and just kind of do his thing. You know what I mean? But to me, hoes also, I think you got two grades of hoes when it comes down to men. You got men who lie. It would just be like, hey, I want to be with you, but I don't. Right. Then you got men who will just tell you up front, I just want to be physical with you.
Right.
And I think they're two. When I was in my whole stage, I prided myself on being the former.
Like pretty open and honest about where you were at.
Like, I don't really have time to be lying to y'all out here.
Do you think who in society is a male hoe or a female hoe looked down on more?
Oh, women hoes for sure. Because a man can be a male hoe until he's 55 and decide, hey, I want to settle down and I can go get married in 2 weeks, right? But you know what I mean? But if a woman is a hoe, you got a woman's whole window is small as a motherfucker. And women be thinking they got a much bigger window than what they got. Your window to be a hoe, bro, really is about 18 to 25 max. Because if you older than 25, you still hoeing. Like, but then that window is gonna close, and then another window opens again. At about 10 years at 35. Because once you get 35, then them old niggas want you, like me. Another window opens, right?
Wow, that is tough, man.
Yeah,
so
bro,
like,
for real. Like that's real science, bro. Like that ain't just
so like 27, 28, 29.
You're in the danger zone. You're in the dead window.
You're in the sunken
right.
place, right?
Because guys your age typically not gonna date you. Like if you once you get to be about you're really in danger zone once you hit 25. If you still out here on some bullshit and you're 25 years old, you playing a dangerous game. Because once you get to be like 35, 40, that other window opens, but it's older dudes that are coming back and getting you.
Got you. I got you. So I am interested to talk with Ina about this Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel story. Have you been hearing about this at all?
Yeah, but I don't pay attention to that either. We have to talk about it when she come on. Yeah,
I want to talk about it when she's on because this is now you're starting.
It looks like an insane double standard because that happened to a black coach. All of them got fired. So I don't say how this dude is still doing his thing for sure.
Well, because he got fired by Boston had it in their thing. You do not do this. There's standards or whatever. The New England Patriots, they had Stephon Diggs who got accused of assault. Thankfully, was found innocent. All that stuff came out. Their head coach, it is being drip right now that he has literally been carrying on this affair with this reporter for
a long time,
for 6 years, 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's crazy, man. Like now, there's videos. Here's the crazy part. And this is the part I want to talk to Ina about. Mm-hmm. It's now there's a new video, Anthony, coming out of her being pregnant with her first child. And
it might be his.
Well, listen, there's a video of them getting on a boat. She's pregnant. She's married to this dude, pregnant with her first child. She's on a boat ramp, getting onto a boat with Mike Vrabel. While she's pregnant, they go off and they do their thing. This is in 2021. And guess what she names the son? She names him Michael.
Mike, yeah, it's crazy. Because it's probably his kid.
What if it's his kid?
Probably is, bro. You know that's where kids come from. Fucking. Just in case y'all didn't
But I'm just saying.
That's how they get here.
Crazy, bro.
The sperm that say, wait, I'm not married to her. Hold on, let me get out of here. What am I doing in here? Like, they ain't how it works, bro.
It's a great point. Tiardra wants to know, so we got to be hoes if you're not seriously dating us. Why we got to be a negative name saying sometimes you don't get nothing if we don't recognize you don't want to date seriously.
I read that. I'm trying to slow down that second line. Sometimes you don't get nothing if we recognize you don't want to date.
By nothing she means physical.
Sometimes you don't get nothing. He's saying you, mean the men, don't get anything physical
if you don't
if
want to
we
date.
recognize you don't want to date seriously. Right, but the women who don't put up that ruckus are hoes.
So like Tiardra, like I would say
I understand what you're saying, Miss Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like here's another thing too, man. I gotta get out of here too. Here's another thing too, bro. Like if you're 30, like okay, this is what typically happens. There are a lot of women that are in my age group that are like extremely mad and really hate men and the dating pool got pissed in it. No, that's not what's going on at all. That's literally not what's going on. But typically with men our age, because Julia's 6 years younger than me, right? I'm 45, right. Julia's 41. I'm 46, Julia's 41. Typically what happens is a guy my age, I'm not dating. I didn't date girls my age typically because they came with some
younger, right?
Yeah. But see, shout out to my wife. A window open for her, right? I'm not saying my wife is a hoe. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, like, you go to a point where it's like, okay, you realize, okay, I'm doing something wrong. But Julia was in that kind of age gap where guys in their late 30s, early 40s typically don't date women their same age because it's like, here's another thing about me. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. As a 46-year-old man, I would not date a woman that's my age who's never been married before, especially if she ain't never been married and never had kids. Like, no fucking way. But somebody that's a little younger than me, I could kind of catch them on, okay, I've kind of missed this marriage window between 25 and 35. Now I'm coming up on 40. I've changed some stuff about my mentality. I've changed the way I think. But if you don't do that, if you come into 40 and you still moving and bopping around like you, not saying you hoeing, but let's say you still moving and bopping around like you 20-something, thinking because you cute, that shit means something, you're going to be with Mr. Rufus at the retirement home. Like, that's who you're going to be with. That old-ass nigga, for real. Like, that old-ass man who, with the, you're going to be with that, you're going to be with him. Like, you gonna be dating a dude that's like, and I got a friend, man. She's like in her 30s, and she married a dude that was like 20-something years older than her. Because she said, I knew on the path I was going, I was probably gonna be some old dude's young thing. So let me go get the old dude now, as opposed to waiting. Let me get a really good old dude now, as opposed to waiting until I say, hey, that's some sound ass sound ass logic there, friend. But anyway, man, speaking of logic in the Stubblefield, there's not much logic in the NBA draft. It's supposed to be a crapshoot. It's all supposed to be random. We will know by Monday where the Grizzlies will be picking in the 2026 NBA draft. The lottery will be Sunday. Our good friend Nick Wright, who is an adamant supporter of LeBron James, he came out and said that the Grizzlies deserve some lottery luck, Kenny Stubblefield. Let's play that clip. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on with
so for clarification's sake, Nick Wright works for Fox Sports. Like he's if you don't know who Nick Wright is, he's pretty much a clown.
Whatever he did with his hair is wild. Like when I first saw that, I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Awful.
Like, why you got a perm? Anyway, bro,
it's awful, but here it is.
In the last 30 years, 264. They've had 12 top 6 picks in the last 30 years. The Grizzlies franchise.
12 top 6 picks
in the last 30 years. This is their second teardown/rebuild in 7-8 years. Sorry, Chris Vernon, it's true. Karma points for wasn't their fault. Ja flamed out. Everyone would have taken them second, and I don't know what they really could have what they really could have done differently. So they get points for that. They're one of 5 teams that have never made the finals, and recently LeBron crapped on their city. And I think they get points for all 3 of those things, where if they won one of the top 4 picks, I don't think people would be that upset. So I'm going to give them a little vial.
Can I give them a little extra?
Yeah. Okay, we can move them into the next category if you want.
I would like to rep for Memphis for a moment.
Let's hear it.
So my sister-in-law lives in Memphis. I go there a lot. LeBron's comments really, really, hurt the feelings of folks in that city.
I wouldn't say hurt the feelings.
Had his own. It did though. It not to sound sensitive, but it did hurt. It hurt for somebody of his stature to use some of the what's the word? dog whistles that he used as well about the city and to talk the way he did. It did hurt. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with saying, I ain't gonna say hurt feelings came like we was crying, but no, it was. It
pissed us off. It pissed us off.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
In a way that I thought was a little too much, but it really bothered him. It is a very tough city, but it is a prideful city. And they did everything they could to really support and love the Grizzlies. And through no fault of in my opinion, the organization and certainly the fans just screwed the whole thing up. And
So we'll move them higher. Okay, you're selling me.
yeah,
I
I would like Memphis to have another shot at this. And so, yeah, I would like to.
All right, we'll move up. So we'll revisit a little bit later.
All right. Hell yeah. Shout out Nick Wright.
Yeah, man, shout out, man. But that man logic is sound, man. We've never won the number one pick in the draft. We've had to go. There are some things he didn't even mention, right? The injury misfortune we've had over the last, 3 or 4 years, right? All those type of things. We've got this National Guard state trooper thing going on. Regardless of what side you're on of it, it's caused stress in the city, right? It's caused a lot of issues. We've got people out now. The thing is now about the restructuring of the I don't know what you're talking about. the representative redoing the lines or whatever that is. All that stuff's going on in the school board. So there's a lot of things negatively over the city, right? And I just think something like that could bring some. I hate, I'm not the sports bring us together guy, but something like that could be a great.
Could puff our chest back out a little bit.
Yeah, it could be some great fortune for the city.
It feels like for the last year that Memphis has been targeted as specifically we've been in the news for all the wrong, these really weird people outside of Memphis saying negative things about our city.
Right.
It would feel really nice if in 3 days that we were in the top 4 in the draft and being able to puff our chest out and be like, we're back, man. We got this thing, right?
Y'all had to stop confusing like somebody not knowing what something is with not caring about it. Right. I don't know. I don't get into politics, bro. Y'all do. I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I just don't know what it is. I don't know how it affect nobody. But like I said, hit me up after the show, man. Message me. Y'all gonna stop trying to educate me in my fucking comments too, bro. Y'all motherfuckers, fuck y'all, bro. like I ain't talking about this, but my guy, yeah, ain't no big deal. It's all good. But yeah, man, y'all gotta. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of that means, and I ain't got time to talk about it today. But like I said, I guess I'm not a basic nigga then, bro. I don't know what that shit means, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not the kind of nigga y'all niggas is. I don't know. But whatever. But it's a huge deal. Motherfuckers, y'all just don't listen, bro. Y'all just this is one thing I hate about being black, bro, because I don't see white people do this. At least I assume y'all don't do this. Whenever there's something going on that it seems like y'all are more I just wish that black people, they see a black person that has something that they don't understand or they need to get to a certain place, just help them get to that place. Like we feel like we have to big dick each other whenever we talk about everything. And that's the only reason why black people shit never really gets to go anywhere, because we do more dick swinging than we do anything. Like I'm clearly telling you, I don't know what this means. But you're saying, oh man, you need to know what that means. I don't. So okay, now what? So are you going to educate me into how that works? Or you go like my guy Daniel Watson, who don't show up to the show no more because I had to tell him about that shit too. I don't know what it means. I don't get into political stuff at all. I have no clue what this stuff means at all. I'm sure it means something.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it wasn't a big deal. I just said I don't know. So like I said, are y'all gonna educate a motherfucker, or you just gonna swing dick? Because y'all dick ain't bigger than mine, trust me. But anyway, bro.
Jalen.
In my comment section is not where you educate me on these things, bro. Y'all motherfuckers, there are several ways to get in touch with me. All my inboxes are open. But you're not gonna do this in my comments, bro. I don't give a fuck about that shit like that. If you want to chop it up with me about this, there are several ways to get in contact with me. But it won't be in my comment section. But anyway, bro. There's a lot of things going on in the city. And the number one pick would be absolutely tremendous, right? You know what I mean? it would be incredible. Like it would be absolutely incredible. Get a number one pick here, especially in the draft where we've seen the entire world tanking to possibly get this number one pick. Right,
Be amazing.
It would be absolutely amazing. Shout out to Nick Wright for advocating for the M, man, because it makes a lot of things. It will make a lot of things this offseason that much easier if you got the number one overall pick.
Yes.
And so,
well,
tell you,
and something else happened yesterday. After Nick Wright did that, after Nick Wright did his deal talking about Memphis and advocating for Memphis, Anthony Sain went on the Unk show.
The Unction,
the Grizz beat yesterday. And watch this. Watch what happened. So how did this work? Did everybody get a chance to run the tankathon?
Everybody had they did a tankathon sim for us. I didn't do it. I didn't hit the button.
Right.
It popped up for us. And we actually had a good run. We did 5 people did it. It was me, Stephanie Reddy, Jarvis Greer, Mike Wallace, Jason Smith. And every one of us got a spin. 4 out of the 5 we bumped up.
Yeah.
We went into the top 4 out of the 5. I think one of them went down to maybe 7, 8, something like that. Okay. But 4 out of 5 were good. And when my spin came around, let's get to that joint, man.
It's next on the wheel. Let's see what the king gets.
Underground King, the UK. Who's going to the UK?
Oh! This man got AJ.
Don't play with me.
He got AJ.
Don't play with me. You motherfucker, you. King gets, bro. Y'all know what it is. King gets, bro. Y'all know what it is. And I told y'all, if we get that motherfucker, my wife getting pregnant, bro. If you see my wife around here on swole,
you had dreams about this, and so did she.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Man.
Hey, bro. Finna get that number one, bro. Hey, that shit'd be so crazy. We get the number one pick, man.
Anthony Sain Jr. on the way.
Man, you already know it. I'll take one for you, motherfucker. Yeah, yesterday I was on their ass, bro. They and Jarvis Greer and they're talking about yeah, man, you need to sit down and just try to say, man, bro, they've been doing this shit with y'all for 5 years, bro. Like this shit ain't what's the point at this point trying to reconcile some with y'all, bro? Like we literally been doing this shit with him fucking forever. But yeah, but back what I was saying though, King Zeus, whoever, bro, you ain't I'm just letting you know, bro. Like it ain't no big deal. Like we were talking about the whole political stuff. Like I don't a lot of this political stuff is flat bullshit to me. And I vote, bro. Like I vote all the goddamn time. This particular election, I just literally forgot. Like the house I live in, there's nothing documented that I live here since me and Julia moved into this house. Like my documentation is still for me in Midtown. And I always early voted because I never knew where the fuck to vote it. I never knew what my district was and where I was supposed to go. So I'd always just go early and then let you vote anywhere. So I was like, fuck, I missed early voting, so I guess I ain't voting. But yeah. God damn, bro. I'm literally saying this ain't the spot. Y'all constantly bringing y'all black ass in the comments, dropping fucking knowledge. Like I'm gonna be educated by y'all comments in my show.
Hit him up privately, man. Hit him up privately.
Man, y'all piss me off so bad, bro.
Hit him up privately. It's all good.
God damn. But anyway, bro. Oh man, one congressional line I would love to cross, man. It's the lines of Cordova, man, to get out to Waldo's chicken and beer. And
I literally told you to do that one last. I literally told you to do that one last. Y'all got my guy messed up, man. Come on.
Man. But see, this is what niggas do, bro. Like, this is what niggas do, bro. Do yourself a favor, say it, and read. Like, why would I stop in the middle of my show to read y'all fucking nigga history lessons, bro? But I'm telling y'all, bro, whatever y'all want to tell me, just hit me up after the show, bro. I want to understand. Like, one of my really good friends, he's not a friend of mine, somebody I do business with. We're really cool. He's out in Nashville, like, protesting this whole thing. I think it's admirable. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but, like, that's dope. I think whatever he's doing, yeah, man, let me know how that work out. Man, y'all are hilarious, but I hate niggas, bro. Only niggas do this shit, too, bro. Only niggas. And then we wonder why we can't get shit done. Only niggas do this shit. Cause when I see like a kid or somebody who got some shit fucked up, I let them do whatever they own, and then when they calm and everything over, I come to them. Hey man, this really how you need to do this, right? Okay, cool. Appreciate that, OG. But this is what niggas do. They try to big dick niggas. Ain't none of y'all niggas dick bigger than mine. And if it was, I still would care. Cause y'all are watching the Anthony Sain show. I'm not watching the Kip Gordon show. Like I don't even know what that is. I don't even know who you are, bro.
Hey,
Anyway.
if you had one, I would watch it. If you're talking about
Yeah.
this stuff, right? Like,
I would watch it. Yeah,
we watch it.
If there was a political show by Kip Gordon, whoever else in the chat, I would go watch this shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Thank you, Black Caesar, for sure. Like, damn, it don't hurt to read, bro. Niggas fucking niggas like y'all niggas, bro. Anyway, bro. And for other day election, I really don't care because I kind of knew I was gonna play out, and I'm just glad that. Oh, let me just leave that shit. But anyway, bro. Like I said yesterday, I don't even know what the county mayor does. So y'all tell me. But anyway, brother. NBA playoffs are definitely going on. We had 2 games last night.
And we called it. We called the Spurs Wolves situation. We knew
we did get their ass. Not like that though. They got their ass 40 piece yesterday.
40 piece.
What happened to a good old 10 to 15 point blowout, bro? Why blowouts these days be 40 and 90 points and all that kind of shit?
Bro, that was
insane.
That was ugly. I don't even know. Like that was a rough game. The Spurs came out and just like we talked about after the first game, we knew they were going to win. It was going to be all it told me about the Timberwolves and the Spurs was that it was going to be a longer series, not that the T-Wolves were going to blow them out in 4, right? Like they were going to take them out. There were people that were coming out and being like, man, the Timberwolves are going to sweep them. And I'm like, no, that's not happening.
I think this is going to be a fire-ass series. I'm going to tell you something that's getting lost in this too, man. I haven't heard anybody say this. I brought this up yesterday when I was talking on Grizzlies yesterday. Like, these 2 dudes are really them dudes. Like,
oh, God.
That's the face of the league showdown. Like, I ain't even thought about it until fucking yesterday. Like, that's the dudes. That's the dudes who brought the fun back to the All-Star game. That's the dudes who going to be, USA versus France in the gold medal game.
Man.
In a couple of years. It's going to be them 2. Like, that's the dudes. That's the future of the league, man. Like, for sure. Like,
if you had to start a franchise, would you go get Anthony Edwards or would you get Victor Wembanyama right now? Because as much as, obviously Victor is that dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even in this game yesterday, like you're seeing, and I don't know if it's because he's still young or if it's his first playoff series really or what, but you're still seeing him get taken out a lot. And Anthony Edwards is just that guy to me. He's that guy. Like I everything he does projects someone that I would put a lot of money behind in a franchise as the star guy if I'm starting a new franchise.
It's kind of hard to explain what I'm gonna say. I think that Ant has a level of unpredictability that you won't get with Wemby. I think that Wemby is gonna be a Spur until he dies. I think he'll be there forever. And he's not gonna do nothing crazy is happening. He's gonna do all the good stuff. He's gonna do everything he needs to do, charitable stuff with kids.
I agree with that.
He's gonna be that for sure. I know Ant is a dog. I think Ant is a dog. But I also think that Wemby, especially with his age, there's a whole nother level of him that's in there that is in there that scares the shit out you to think about it. So I think I go Wemby for those reasons.
Logically, it would be very difficult to not choose Victor Wembanyama. But like I'm telling you, man,
and it's so fucking cold, bro.
Just listen to what he said after the game last night. Like even what he said after the game last night is great. I love you talked about the unpredictability of Anthony Edwards. One of the things that I think you are hearing a lot from him, even when things are going bad, is that he's not throwing his coach under the bus. He's not. He is taking everything onto himself and like going with it. Listen to this.
Yeah.
We started the game too cool. And they came out physical, picking up full court, full of energy. And we expected that, but we just came out too flat today. I think that was the main thing.
I'm sure you guys wanted to keep pressure on them in game 2 and get this. Like, do you think a game like this
to be getting dressed in front of a group of reporters is wild? Like,
man,
new life and kind of belief in this series?
Yeah, they won by 40. I would have a lot of belief. Yeah.
They said
you guys were maybe happy game 1 one, maybe a little too comfortable coming into this one after winning game one? If you guys split here, maybe a little too relaxed after.
Yeah, it's a blood smokers here.
They came out, and I feel like, I wouldn't say that we was really too comfortable. They was just a more desperate team. I think that's the term.
Yeah, you see two on you a lot, but they were doing it right when you were crossing half a court.
They was playing crazy, right?
What do you need to be doing?
Man, putting deodorant on the middle of the interview.
to be
They're not supposed to be able to interview him like that. I thought that was an NBA rule. These guys got to have clothes on when you interview them. Because there's a lot more women in the locker room than there used to be.
I don't know, man.
I don't think they can do that. I didn't think they could do that.
The man put pants on in the middle of the interview. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
But he goes on. He says, man, I'm ready to start. I'm ready to get more minutes. Y'all talk to coach about that. Like, that's not my decision, but we're ready. We came out too cool. Man, after getting 40 pieced, I love his interaction.
And they're going to come back to Minnesota, and he's going to be that much more healthy. He's going to be on their ass. We got some clips from the 76ers in the Knicks game as well.
Yep.
Let's play those clips real quick, man.
We got Jalen Brunson talking.
Made a lot of tough shots.
Hold on. That's
Mr. Edgecombe.
Staying poised, staying composed. Just figuring out just one play at a time, one step at a time, and not looking too far ahead. And when they make it faster, when they go up one or we take the lead back, just focusing and paying attention to the details and just find a way how to just make the next play on the other side of the ball.
And one of my favorite rookies, VJ Edgecombe.
Hey, where that nigga from? Hey, where VJ Edgecombe from?
Yeah? From the Bahamas.
Yeah, we felt like we should have won it. Like I said, it came down to shot making at the end of the game. They were making shots, we wasn't. I felt like, me and Brunson made a lot of tough shots towards the end of the game. We missed Waldo. So we were confident the whole time.
Blood Smoker said he like a young Travis Scott. He looks like a shrunk down Jimmy Butler to me. I've always thought he looked like a little. He plays like Jimmy Butler too. But yeah,
I will say this: he took a lot of threes last night and missed a lot of threes last night.
If you get him outside of his game, he can really kill you. I've noticed that a few times.
Yeah.
The Knicks are up 2-0 in that series. It's going to get a little bit more interesting as what's my guy name? Fuck, man.
If Joel?
No.
Who you talking about?
Fuck, man. Talking about Blunt Smoker.
Man, Evan, I hear you, bro. Congrats on the graduation this weekend.
My dog.
In my opinion, best rookie behind Coop.
He is. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your boy
Con Knipple's a beast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but when them lights got a little brighter, that man balled up in them mugs.
No, you ain't right.
OG Anunoby had some hamstring stuff going.
Oh yeah, it came out and said he's day to day, right?
Squirrely, man. That shit might get squirrely, man, for sure. But yeah, hey, bro, I'm gonna keep that to myself because it's a little intel connected to it. Let me leave that alone.
All right.
But I just say I love the way that Jalen Brunson handled this season. I'll say that. I love the way that Jalen Brunson handled this season for the Knicks because that team was looking ass. That team was looking like they were dysfunctional. They had issues with the coach, all that. Them boys got in the room. It's all right, bro. I've been playing with you niggas since college. Fuck this shit. Let's go. And they probably finna go to the conference finals.
But you know who it's been, though. Jalen's been great. They've all been good. Karl Anthony Towns is balling out right now. Man.
Yep.
He's really stepped up. He's really playing well.
Yeah, for sure. But if you got some unexpected guests in your house, man, you need to reach out to the good people at Grade A Pest. Since 2000, for the past 20 years, I'm sorry. My guy Reggie Freeman, that's why I got my screens. My guy Reggie Freeman Alexander has had a homegrown business from a born and raised Memphian man committed to excellence by applying human and pet-friendly products that are safe and highly efficient to meet your pest control needs. Give him a call, 901-628-4867. Shoot me email at gradeapservices@gmail.com. That is Grade A Pest. If you're looking for a quality used car, the same family will be here tomorrow, man. We looking.
Oh, yeah?
We looking, man. We looking. My guy Mike at Carway said, man, just tell you Ryan waiting on you. I said, it got to be the car because I know your ass ain't holding no car. I know somebody want that bug, it been gone. So if it's waiting, it literally has to be the car waiting because I know you going to sell that joint. But he told me that tell you Ryan is still out there, man. We're going to take a look at it Friday. Me and my beautiful wife, man, going to Carway, the rightway.com, man, to check out what they got out there. Take bad credit, no problem. They will get you into something.
Man.
I told Mike, I said, Mike, you know what it's looking like now. He said, man, just come on out, man.
You are going to love that Telluride, bro.
Man, I hope we get it, man. I won Julia over on it because she was talking about some other cars. I said, man, you got to think about maintenance. You got to think about a car that
yes.
and Muzz can just regularly fix this motherfucker.
Yes.
You ain't gotta give up your asshole to get your goddamn oil change. You know.
Hey, but here's the great thing about Carway though is they got people that can fix it right down the street.
Right there.
They got connections. So like you buy a car from them, they're gonna hook you up with people that can actually.
And that dude is off the chain too.
Right.
He fixed my car. I had some stuff going on my car that I've been fucking with forever, and he fixed that bitch. Give him a call 901-440-8251. That is Carway Automotive Group. If you need to get a haircut this weekend, man, give my guy Antonio Jones. You want to be fresh for Mother's Day, man, go into your baby mama house to start some problems with a new husband, whatever you got going on, man. Give my guy Antonio Jones, the master of definition, man. Hit that QR code, man. He'll get you squared away. You can book on his booking site. Over 30 years in the barbering industry. It's a clean, family-friendly environment. Natural and enhanced style. Superior grooming for men, women, and children. That's Antonio Jones, the master of definition. Book him today, man. Tell him about the Anthony Sain show. He'll show you some love on your first haircut, man. If you want to cross the border, man. You want to cross the I'm sure Cordova's in a different region than the rest of the city when it comes out to voting. I don't know. There's a bunch of niggas out there, too. Ain't no telling what they got going on in Cordova.
Oh, man.
But go to Waldo's Chicken and Beer, man. Why you get you something to eat, man? While you're in your new congressional district. And shout out to my guy, Jalen, man. He said, Sain, this what's going on, man. So that's all I asked for, man. That's all I asked you niggas, bro. Just tell me what's going on outside of my goddamn show. Made from scratch kitchen. Nothing frozen, all fresh food. Great spot for families. Game room, full bar, and TVs for the full family experience. All fried food is fried in beef tallow instead of oil. Premium southern sides like greens, white beans, macaroni and cheese. Happy hour drink specials all day, Tuesday and Sunday, and every day from 3 to 6. Yeah. Cordova's blacker than anything. I was trying to tell Cerrito, I like Cerrito. Cordova is not what you think Cordova is, man. Like,
what does he think, Cordova?
I don't know. But when we have music bingo, it's like a fucking club in that mug, like Cerrito. Think I've been fucking denim and diamonds in this bitch. But give it Waldo's Chicken and Beer. I'll be there tonight, man, for music bingo as well. Pull up on me, man, in that joint. Sain said, would I take Murray in a Josh Trey? Hell yeah. You talking about Denver's Murray? Yeah, I would, yeah.
You talking about Jamal Murray?
Denver ain't doing that shit. But y'all gotta understand.
Or you talking about DeJounte Murray?
He's talking about Jamal Murray. But he's like, I saw like a Boston Celtics trade, like job for Jaylen Brown. In a perfect world, yes, but man, Boston's not fucking with no bullshit, bro. They're not. That organization is not dealing with no crazy shit,
bro. What's it called? Fanspo and all that has really messed NBA fans up, man. Like the numbers make sense. Like it goes through in the trade machine.
Yeah,
and it's like
you gotta think about who you're dealing with, man. Boston ain't doing nothing like that, bro. It would make sense basketball wise, like for real, especially a couple years ago. Like if you had Ja at the 1, Derek White at the 2.
Jason Tatum at the 3 or 4.
Tatum at the 3. Yeah, you can do all that shit. It'll make sense. But they're not fucking with it. Yeah, they're not gonna fuck with y'all, bro. Jamal Murray, he could be a cool guard. You know what I mean? Like to you ain't finna build around him long term because he's on a totally different timeline.
Right.
But you could use him to ultimately move him somewhere else. But yeah, man, check out Waldo's Chicken and Beer, man. Give it to good people Puppy Dreams, man. Add you a new member to your family, man. Puppies make life better, god damn it. Actual puppies in there recently. I don't know why I said god damn it for, but anyway, they got a recently remodeled showroom. It just looks absolutely amazing, bro. When you walk in that joint, you can go visit a puppy before bringing it home, spend time with him, get to know him, make sure he's a fit for you, you're a fit for them. Full service grooming salon inside where you can bring your outside puppy or outside animals, outside dogs as well. Every dog comes with a 1-year warranty because shit be happening, man. And finance is also available. Shit be happening, man, for real. Get that warranty. I ain't never heard nothing like that before, but it seems like it makes sense to me, bro. If you buy a puppy, you got a 1-year warranty on that puppy.
Hey, shit happens, bro.
Shit happens, bro. All puppies come from USDA certified breeders as well, so you get that assurance. They're on 1740 North Germantown Parkway. 901-763-8523 is the phone number. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 7. PuppyDreamsMemphis.com is the website. Also, got to show some love to the good people at Braid Joy and their new amazing product they have for the men out there with the beards, with the bald head, with the facial stuff, whatever you got going on.
Man.
Skin and beard is the shit. Kenny, we getting together.
Yes.
We getting together tomorrow morning. And you
yes.
Go get your oil. Matter of fact, we put this shit in my bag right now.
Yeah, put it in your bag.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, god damn it.
I need it.
My bag ain't in here.
I've been using the stuff, man, that just like
I know.
it's supposed to be like a musky type of oil, and it's just
musty.
like it's musty, man. It ain't musky, it's musty. And I'm like,
no.
I need something that's gonna make my wife go, whoa, what the hell is that?
Oh, this it. Because I got up on Julia, and she started acting different. When I put that chin. I ain't gonna tell you why I have a chin there, but
The pheromones are going.
Yeah, she was acting different, bro. You know what I'm saying? But get this product, man. Skin and Beard by Braid Joy. It's got super dope stuff, man. It comes with the sugar scrub and also the oil. They call it the polish and serum. Get with that. Leaves the skin and beard extremely touchable and incredibly soft. Silken and set for your head, face, and beard. Available now on braidjoy.com. Get with it, man. Y'all see it. Y'all see how your boy looking out here, man.
Looking great.
No, I know you had to tell your wife, go in the other room. I started talking about the beard, man.
Oh, look at that. Hey, oh my God. Miss Brown says that skin and beard.
What?
My man uses that. Woo!
That's what I'm saying, man. Mr. Yao said, ain't no hoe. Ain't no hoes over here. That's what I'm talking
about.
Ain't
no hoes over here. That's my man. My man uses that.
A solid woman go tell her husband, baby, that beard smelling good, looking good, smelling good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's how
this is Evan Hayes' cousin. My cousin's product. Trust me, y'all.
Yeah, it is. Yep. That's Evan's cousin's product. Yep, that is true. It's good stuff, man. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, Miss Brown, when did y'all get some? You must know the owner of the company too, Miss Brown.
Man, all you single fellas, man. Miss Brown in here. Miss Brown in here just gave the truth. She said, "Listen,
get y'all some, man.
Get you some. My man uses it. Woo.
Hey, let your hairs come with her hairs. It makes something.
Make something.
Babe, hey, come on now. Do I have a promo code? No, but just get with it, man. Don't worry about all that. She know where it's coming from.
Just tell her you said Anthony. You heard it on the Anthony.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man. Cause mine mixed it as well, type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
What oil is you talking about?
Hey, don't worry about it. Hey. But I got the braid joy. I got the braid joy and some
shit.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But y'all hang around, man. We about to take a break.
Hey, real quick.
We got some FanDuel.
We got FanDuel we got to do. Shout out to FanDuel for being the official sports book of Bluff City Media and the Anthony Sain Show. We do have some NBA playoff games tonight. The Wolves. I mean, not the Wolves. The who's playing? Who's the Eastern Conference team is playing tonight? I'm
Cleveland and Detroit.
Cleveland and Detroit are playing tonight.
Hurry y'all ass up, ass series.
Right, and then we got the Thunder and the Lakers tonight. LeBron James to score 20+ points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to score 25. LeBron James to record 8+ assists. Isaiah Hartenstein to record 8+ rebounds. Shai ruined my parlay from the first game. He messed it all up. Had one of the worst. He had a terrible game. He didn't get.
For real?
He had 4 assists and 3 rebounds. I'm like, what are we doing here? I needed him and Austin Reeves to hit 6 of all rebounds and assists, and Austin hit it. Shai Gilgeous did not. I need Shai to get me back, so we're going with 25+ points tonight. LeBron to record 8+ assists. Isaiah Hartenstein to record 8+ rebounds. LeBron to score 20+ points. Plus 507, $10 wins you $50.78.
Yo, get with it, man. We about to take a break, man. I got Damichael Cole. Let's come on in the second half, man. The show is gonna be off the chain. Tiadra Brown said that her dude got the info from another one of her trucker friends. Don't know how he found out. Miss Taylor, you a trucker girl? Let me find out.
Man, what the
heck?
heck?
Let me find out, Miss Taylor.
You want to know
what they say about the? You know what they say about them trucker girl? Miss Tiadra.
What are they be saying about that?
Maybe trying to press your luck in the truck with Miss Tiadra, bro. Quit playing with him, man. But y'all about to get about this, John. I got somewhere to be, man.
Hey, we have a pre-recorded Damichael Cole Anthony Sain interview coming in the second segment, man. So Miss Tiadra is a trucker.
Yeah, she a trucker girl. You know what they say about y'all?
Okay.
You know what they say, Miss Tiadra. You know what they say. Quit bullshit. You know what they say. A trucker girl be a motherfucker. Type shit for real. But yeah, we better take a break. When we come back, my guy Damichael Cole will join us. We'll see y'all in a minute.
Tired of the same old fast food? The soggy fries, the frozen flavors, the meals that never quite hit right. Head over to Waldo's Chicken and Beer, where everything starts fresh and flavor comes first. Our chicken is fried in rich beef tallow for that bold, old-school crunch you can actually taste. Don't skip the premium homemade southern sides, fresh greens, hearty white beans, and creamy mac and cheese made to complete the meal. Bring your whole family. There's plenty of space to relax, plus a game room the kids will love. Catch the game on big screens, grab a drink at the full bar, and enjoy happy hour specials every day from 3 to 6, all day on Tuesday and Sunday. Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Real food, real flavor, made from scratch.
I think you've got to retool it. Because for me, like, it's malpractice this season for Houston. You don't trade two starters in Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, who are as much as your identity than anyone else on that roster, for a Kevin Durant to develop a young core and build build a young roster around him. Like, you don't make that trade at this stage in KD's career. It's all in or bust. For Udoka to call out Reed in the playoffs, I thought was like rubbish. I was like, what are you doing? And it's like, it's malpractice because you had all season to replace your point guard and you didn't. I don't know what they were thinking. And I have big, serious questions about Udoka.
You want to talk about a guy who has a cap as a coach? I think that it's the clearest cap that anybody can see.
Tune into The Daily Grind with your host, Lute Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
What else do you want to see done with these last two spots? I mean, I just want to see is the depth and maybe another big. They can give you real minutes. If you ever run into a situation where you need to play bigger, you actually have that ability. Because right now they do not.
No,
they don't have that ability at all.
If you run into a matchup where you're playing against a bigger front court and you're being overpowered, someone that you can throw in that can get rebounds, block shots, be an enforcer around the rim, and give you quality minutes if needed. I don't see it being a major issue until you run into a footer
in conference
who can actually play. No, not in conference, but if you non-conference or if they do ultimately get to the tournament and you have someone that has a footer that can actually play and is not just a warm body, but that's when you can potentially run into trouble.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Some dreams don't just come true, they come with 4 paws. At Puppy Dreams, we match loving families with happy, healthy puppies. From playful companions to lifelong best friends, your perfect match is waiting. And with our professional grooming spa, your pup will look as amazing as they feel. Visit Puppy Dreams today and meet the one who's been waiting just for you.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. My guy, Damichael Cole, joins me, man. We're about to get into it. Damichael Cole, of course, is the Grizzlies beat writer for the Commercial Appeal. Been a busy offseason for you so far, man. You're not sitting at the house tooling your thumbs, man. You're using your thumbs to put some articles out, man. I've seen you got a lot of stuff going on. Let's go from the most recent stuff back, if you don't mind, Damichael. You didn't attend the press conference, but Taylor Jenkins had a press conference where he introduced himself to the Milwaukee Bucks media. I remember my first year covering the team full time. Me, Taylor Jenkins, Ja, and Zach Kleiman all came into this together.
2019.
Yeah, my first full time season doing it. I think that's the first year you came too, right?
No. I came after. I interned in 2018, but
okay.
Yeah, I interned, I believe, Jaren's rookie year. No, I didn't.
So we all started at the same time. Ja was after Jaren.
I was Zaire Williams rookie year.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I came dead second.
I do remember. You're right.
I came the breakout year, the 56 win year. That was my first season.
You're right. But I remember Taylor Jenkins' first introductory press conference. Man had zero swag. Since then, he's changed the haircut. He grew out the beard. He's a whole lot cooler as a coach now than he was back then. But he is the new shiny toy to the Milwaukee Bucks. Tell us about the things that you gathered from that press conference and some things he had to say about his time here in Memphis.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, a lot of it was just Giannis questions, right? It was, Taylor, do you expect to coach Giannis, and what do you think the roster would look like with Giannis or without Giannis? Like, it's almost like if someone was stepping into a Grizzlies situation, they would probably be asked similarly
A million Ja Morant
about Ja. Exactly. So that was kind of the tone for most of it. And then, of course, Jimmy Haslam, the co-owner, and the GM, John Hurst, they all got a bunch of questions. But for Taylor, there was probably one part of the interview where he got asked kind of about his Grizzlies tenure. And he got asked from a reflective standpoint. It wasn't the questions that we probably asked, more about, like the assistant coaches and how much power did he have in his last year, all those type of things. This was more so just they gave him an opportunity to kind of reflect on what that tenure was like. And he just talked about how adaptability was a big thing for him and his time in Memphis and basically trying not to be stale. And you know what? Like, to a degree, I agreed with that. Like, because, one thing I can say is we talked about the offense, right? We used to talk about the half-court offense and the inability to get better, but it wasn't for a lack of effort. I remember those last 3 seasons.
It was every year they had something.
Yeah, they came in with something new every year. It was like, this is the thing this year. Oh, it was remember the first year, second year. You remember that whole thing? That was the thing. And then there was the year they wanted to play faster. And then the last year they basically went away from setting on ball screens and things like they tried. So that made sense for him to say that, a big thing for him is to not get stagnant with success. That doesn't mean it's always going to work out. I know when people hear something like that, they probably get pumped up about it. But sometimes you change some things and you could be in a worse position than you were beforehand. That happened a little bit in Memphis, but that was kind of the big thing that he talked about just over his 6 years, how he just kind of wanted to continue to adapt and evolve.
There's been a common narrative that with him being the coach of Milwaukee and having that familiarity with Ja Morant, a lot of people are saying, well, that might mean he might want to get Ja, and you get Ja and Giannis together, that might keep Giannis happy. A lot of people are kind of penciling in the Bucks as a team that could be a potential landing spot for Ja. I've heard conflicting things about their relationship. I know you have as well. What do you think the truth really sits as far as how Taylor Jenkins feels about Ja Morant? I've heard anything. I've heard everything from, like, it's business wise, they can work together, but they really don't care. They mutually don't care for each other. I've heard so many different things, man, and I struggle with what I believe or how much I think that even would have any bearing on him wanting Ja to come play there. But it seems like on paper, yeah, it makes sense. Go get Ja Morant. You got a star point guard. You got a guy who could that Giannis has spoken that he likes. Guy that that he's had a lot of success with. But do you feel like that is? What do you think the truth is as far as how their relationship is, whether it's working, personal, or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's an imperfect business relationship that could be worked out.
Yeah.
I think when you talk about early on in the tenure in Memphis, they were on the same page, all the success and things like that. But as Ja went through some of those struggles on and off the court, the injuries. Taylor Jenkins, I remember in his last season, talked a lot about challenging Ja Morant and Desmond Bane. And I think there was a sense that Desmond Bane responded better, to that than Ja did at the time or whatever. But yeah, I think, again, I've said this a few times, towards the end, they weren't as good, as you can say, probably as they were earlier in the tenure or whatever. But I'm not at a point where I would say, oh, it's I don't think they despise each other or anything like that. I never really got that sense. We know that Ja didn't like playing in that system the last year and things like that, or whatever the case may be. But when you talk about Milwaukee, one thing that we do know is Ja Morant likes familiarity. Just go look at the business moves he's made. Go look at the people that he engages with in the NBA the most, whether it's, the the guys from South Carolina, the guys that he has some pre-existing relationship with, whether it's former teammates and things like that. Those are the guys that Ja interacts with more than some of the others. And then again, we talked about it from a business standpoint as well. There are members, of his family or his close entourage who pretty much kind of shape his business. There's even, on a whole nother level, when you talk about the agency thing and stuff like that, like even going back to his last agent was Mike Miller, who was a guy at the time when he made that move, he had a pre-existing relationship with. So I think when you look at the situation, like, yeah, it's like, oh, it didn't end great. But when you talk about, Ja going to all these other coaches, I think there is part of it. It's like, well, I know Taylor, like we got to iron some things out, but we can make this work. You got me and Giannis, out there together.
Yeah. Who you said something to make me think for a second. Like, who are Ja's NBA friends? Like, who is he? Because we know guys that we've heard like different guys connected to Jaren. We've heard different guys connected to Dez. Like, who are Ja's NBA buddies?
See, it's different for those dudes. Like for Jaren is different than both Dez and Ja. Jaren was.
And let me add a caveat to that, because you heard reports coming out that Ja's been speaking to people at games. I don't even think that's Ja's friends. It's just Ja saying shit to whoever's listening.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that was. No, for real. You're right. Yeah. That's all that was.
Who are people that you think he actually is connected to?
Man, I wouldn't know the exact answer to that. Like for real. But like, I do know, there's this SC connections, Zion, Nick Claxton in particular. I know him and Nick Claxton are particularly close. Like I just did the story about the Ja threes, and Nick Claxton wore the ones, he wore the twos. Now he's been wearing the threes pretty much all season long. Like that's a pre-existing relationship there because of their South Carolina connections. And a lot of the other ones that I know are just former Grizzlies players, right? Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks, DeAnthony Melton and Zaire Williams were two that he were really close with in Memphis. DeAnthony Melton and Zaire Williams. So as they've went their separate ways, they've remained connected and things like that. So those are the ones, again, those are the ones that have stood out to me, over the course of time, even with Ja being like, a big time Nike guy and things like that. Like we know, at least on the basketball court, it ain't ever really been too friendly with like a LeBron James. Like Ja wants to beat those dudes. Like he wants the crown. So it's different from here in that way. But I think, as he gets older, he's probably going to lean more into, establishing those business relationships and things like that.
Back around the trade deadline, when you guys would speak about, how things were looking as far as Ja's value, there wasn't a lot of, looks towards him, or a lot of value, at least perceived or in reality when it came to the trade deadline, i.e. Ja's still here, right? So does it feel that way to you now? You've seen different reports from different people saying, the team seem to be more interested in Ja now. How much of that do you believe to be true? How much do you know that to be true? Or how do you feel about that whole situation as far as his value now as opposed to February?
Well, the thing about February is you pretty much had a 1 month clock. You had a 25, 30-day clock. January 9th, reports surfaced that the Grizzlies are listening. And then pretty much at that point, you got to February 5th to figure something out. And the difference when you get to the offseason is you got more time. And then I always say that you can play onto the egos of the other these owners or these front offices or whatever. Like each one of these teams, has a guy in that front office who probably thinks he's smarter than many other people in the NBA. And it may not be the GM. It may be the guy who's telling the GM something. But with that being said, like out of 30 teams, it's hard for me to believe that 2 or 3 won't convince themselves. Like, look, did you see Ja's last 2 games? Over 20 points, over 10 assists in both those games. We get a motivated Ja. He's going to be on the floor a little bit more. Look at the injuries. These injuries, it's not like he, tore his ACL or tore his Achilles or something like that. So you put him out there, the explosiveness is still going to be there. He's going to be motivated. Like there's going to be a team that can talk themselves into that has probably better personnel in their mind, right? We got more shooters than Memphis had, or we got better rim protectors behind them. We got better wing defenders. There's going to be a team that can talk themselves into that because Ja's talented. Like it's still,
without doubt. No matter what you want to say about him,
you can say whatever you want to say. He's one of the most talented guards in the game. So, I think there's definitely going to be interest right now in terms of what I've been hearing. Like it's not much of substance, at this point. You got the playoffs,
and it won't be yet. You got the lottery still yet.
I think when you get to Chicago here in a few days, you're gonna have a lot of NBA executives and things in the rooms up there. You're gonna have a lot of agents and things in the room. Like I think that's where you probably start to hear some conversations and some people get in the same room with each other.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the lottery is Sunday. We'll all be tuned in to that. Gonna step away from our mamas and our wives, man, to go watch the game and see what happens. With the NBA draft lottery and see where the Grizzlies land. You did a little bit of a pretty scientific poll yourself, Damichael Cole. You did.
Yeah.
I get up and I do 10. You know what I'm saying, every now and again, and you usually get mixed results. We did something on with the show with Grizzbeat today, and on my spin, I got the number 1 overall pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I hope that mojo lasts. But you did a poll of 100. You did 100 spins on Tankathon. Tell us about the results you found and some of the things that you found to be pretty consistent in your spins.
For sure. So what we know based on the odds and what I saw in the Tankathon simulations that I did as well is the 7 and 8 pick are the most likely scenarios, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 32 times the Grizzlies landed at 7 and it was 30 times at 8. So that's 62% of the time they were at 7.
Did you spin that jump one more time?
Right. But for the most part, if it wasn't at 7 or 8, mainly in the top 4. Like I think you had about 7. You had about 7 in at number 6, and then you had 3 at number 9. Nothing at number 10. So you remember number 10 is a 0.2. It would be
very hard to get that.
Yeah. It's really not gonna happen, but you can't rule out anything. But 0.2% chance. So 0 at 10, and then there was only 3 at number 9. It's a big jump from number 9 to number 8. So you got a good feeling that it's either gonna be 7, 8, or probably top 4. Because I think there were 7 at number 1. There was like 9 at number 2. There was another 7 or 8 at number 3. So somewhere in there, you're gonna see the Grizzlies potentially land. So I mean, I still think it's a decent chance that they jump into the top 4. But I do think you gotta kind of mentally prepare yourself for everybody that's out there. Hopefully, you gotta mentally prepare yourself for a 7 or 8, and really hope for 7. I think there's a little gap between 7 and 8. So definitely, I think that's probably the most likely outcome of all.
What's your top 4 in your personal big board?
Yeah.
What do you think the Grizzlies top 4 looks like? Just
Darren Peterson is 1 for me. AJ's 2. Cam Boozer and Caleb are close, but I'm gonna go Cam 3, Caleb Wilson 4. I think with the Grizzlies, it's probably AJ 1,
yeah,
Cam 2,
yeah,
and then maybe Caleb, maybe Darren Peterson 3. No, they like the bigger wings. Darren Peterson 3, and then Caleb Wilson would be 4. I think that's probably. I feel like the Grizzlies would really like Cam Boozer.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't have him 2. I don't have him 1. I've got Peterson 2, I think. But I think a lot of people are flat out sleeping on dude, man. They
were there. Everybody was there the first few weeks of the season. They just saw he set out some games, got hurt, and just jumped off board. I'm like,
I just threw him in the trash.
It's the same talent you saw.
Yeah, because I'm like, he could be whatever you're saying, or he could be Anthony Edwards, or he could be Kobe Bryant. He could be. He's legit good, man.
No, I don't care about motivation to play college basketball games
at all.
They really don't. These dudes, you got players who you've literally had. What was it? Cardale Jones said, "I didn't come here to play school," and he said it out loud. The former Ohio State quarterback, but everybody reacted like, "Why would he say that?" And I'm like, "Do y'all not?" Ben Simmons, as soon as LSU, I don't think LSU made the tournament. When LSU didn't make the tournament that year, Ben Simmons was gone.
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, what? He's already leaving." Did you think he was gonna stay here the rest of the semester and go to class and pretend to pay attention? Like,
go to the frat parties and
So people keep saying, "Oh, Darren Peterson doesn't look motivated," and all this. Like, bro, dude,
right now,
dude, who cares what happens at Kansas? But anyways, I mean, I get the concerns to a degree. I think again, sometimes we lean too much into this stuff. It's a small sample size, and like they're trying to say, "Oh, injuries this, injuries that." Like, when he stepped on the floor with these dudes, go look at the results.
Oh, yeah.
It's there.
Because I talked about this back then too, man. I said, man, you got to
Mhm.
understand, man, for a player, if you're a one and you're a one and done, and you're playing a college basketball season, you come out looking dominant, and then all of a sudden your body is doing stuff it's never felt before. Man, mentally that has to scare the shit out of you, bro. You know what I mean? Like if your hamstrings bothering you, like, okay, bro, what is this? Like you may be thinking, man, what if I test something?
I'm not about to push this, and I know I could be a number 1, number 2 pick.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
even gonna
still
be
will
here
be,
long.
man. After all that they're talking, like he's probably going number 2. Like
They wanted that man to play through injuries at Kansas when he gonna be there for 30 games.
For what? Y'all about to get another me the next year anyway. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So right. So y'all will be all right. Y'all will survive. You won't think nothing about me at all. For sure. But speaking of guys that are one and done, but also have had disappointing or different results, all those type of things.
Yeah.
I am a lot higher on a guy that you have ties to, my
Yeah.
guy Nate Amen, aka Shia LaBeouf. Anyway, bro.
Man, you wild. You wild, man.
But no, all these little red dudes in the league look like Shia LaBeouf, bro. Like all these little dudes coming in look like different variants of Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
But no, I'm high on him than most people are, and I'm a guy.
Okay.
I don't think he'll be there at 16 because I think he's a much better prospect than people want to give credit to. I heard you talking about him earlier this week as well. The thing that I look at, I'm like, okay, bro. In any other draft, a 6'10" dude who scored 16 points a game, regardless of his efficiency, those type of dudes they go early in the draft, bro. Like go super early in the draft. Like I mean, who are we talking about? You're talking about the Brandon Ingrams of the world. You're talking about what's my guy with Houston?
A lot of forwards.
My guy that played for the Rockets.
Jabari Smith.
Jabari Smith, my guy with the
Mhm.
Sacramento Kings. Those guys go high, bro. They go high in the draft just off of their potential and their productivity in college, right?
Right.
And I said, Grizzly fans, how dare you, bro? Like whatever you're saying about that kid, it's better than Gigi's freshman year production. And they both were highly heralded guys, top 5 guys in their class, had kind of a mid college freshman year. Like that kid was top 5 in his class, bro. Like he was ranked higher than a lot of these dudes that we're saying are going to be surefire, guys or whatever.
Right.
And like I said, physically, he has some catching up to do. He's a very slim kid or whatever, and he doesn't have some of the physical strength. But if you're in a rebuild, you kind of have time. I'm not saying you take him with your top pick, but if a kid like this available at 16, like I said the other day, not only am I running to the podium, I'm knocking the podium over, bro, to go to go draft that kid. What are your thoughts on him, and what do you think he could be in the league, even next year? What do you think he could be?
Yeah, I'm with you, but it's a cautionary thing for me because I feel like where you land with that first pick will kind of dictate everything
What
else,
you do
right?
to everything else. Yep.
Yeah, like if you get a high upside player, with your first pick, I think you can be a little bit careful with your second pick. You can try to say, okay, let's try to get a Yaxel, right? Or Hans Steinbach, a guy that with certain skills that we know will project, a little bit easier. Braden Burries maybe at the next level. But if you end up drafting at 8 or 9, and you come out with a guy who is you're a little indifferent about, you need to take another swing with that second pick as well. And again, Nate Amen is anywhere in that probably 9 to 16, 17 range. And the thing about 16, before I really just get into his skill set, is there's no guarantee that the Grizzlies are going to stay there. The Grizzlies, if you go under Zach Kleiman, non-lottery picks, all of them have been involved in trades. Every non-lottery first-round pick that they've had in this team has been involved in trades. Whether they
looking at 32 for the same reason too. I do not think they're going to actually pick at 32.
It's really hard to see them whether they in the past they traded up for a guy like Jake LaRavia. Last season they were at 16, right? They traded up to I think 11. It was 11 to get Cedric Howard. So with that being said, like Nate Amen, you got to have the expectation. You got to be chill on this dude. You can't say, "Hey, come in rookie year, let's get 15 points a game." No, even Rick Barnes is one of the most honest coaches about his players. A lot of these coaches hype up their players because they're trying to get them to the NBA and stuff like that. And he'll say something good about them, but he's got to get a lot stronger. And when you watch him play, you see it. The big thing when you talk about his inefficiency, the touch is there. Like you watch this guy shoot the basketball.
The stroke look good.
Like it can translate to the next level. The problem is a lot of times especially when he's shooting around the rim. He's off balance. If you look at his mid-range jumpers, a lot of them that he missed, even the ones that he missed, they're rolling off the front rim and things like that. Like, as he gets stronger and is able to get to his spots better, right? Look at how Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll put his left shoulder into you so he can get to his exact spot, or how Chris Paul can snake that screen so he can get to the right side of the floor in the mid-range area. KD, when he gets to his spot, on the elbows and things like that. Like, the NBA is all about just getting to your little green area. And in order to do that, you got to be savvy. You got to be strong. And those are two things that Nate meant. He isn't those things right now. So when you talk about upside play, he's your guy. He's one of those type of guys because he's a guy who I can see year one, 6-7 points a game, whatever. Then year two probably jumps into double figures, and year three becomes a real legit starter. If he progresses, from the standpoint of turns into a 6'10", 220-pound guy, because he's gonna be good defensively. Like if he rounds out, he's definitely gonna be good on the defensive end. Again, I already said he has soft touch. He can shoot, free throws. The 3-pointers, I think he was at 34% from 3-point range this year. Shot 40% from the field, which again, like Gigi Jackson, when he was coming out, Gigi was same thing, kind of a skinnier kid, and Gigi put on some weight. Look what Gigi did this year, like getting to the rim, two-hand yamming on everybody. So I think Nate can do some of those things too, but Nate is extremely talented on both sides of the floor. So he's just a long-term. He's more of your project. Like I can see Darren Peterson coming in year one, 20 points a game. DeBanza, 20 points a game. Caleb Wilson, 17 and 8. As a rookie. Cameron Boozer, something like that as well. But with Nate meant, I could definitely see 7 points a game, and that's just probably how it's going to go for him as a rookie.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people say, well, draft a big at 16. And I'm like, no, man, draft talent at either position. Like, I don't care about what we have on our roster right now, because I think there's so many other ways.
You're preaching.
Yeah, I think there's so many other ways you can get bigs, man. And then you're talking about a rookie big, bro. Like I mean, what are you expecting a rookie big to be?
Okay, yeah.
Especially at that point in the draft, right? So my thing is, you look at situations, because I've got two guys that I'm looking at for sure.
Okay.
I think the Grizzlies could get with that trade exception. You got Jakob Poeltl, right? Who's at Toronto.
No.
So I'm saying, bro.
I've been hearing you.
Years.
I've been hearing you. That's the problem. This is the thing. This rebuild is set up so perfect. The only way I can see them handicapping themselves is taking on a contract like that, and that you have to hold on to for extra years. Because look, next season, you're putting yourself in a situation where you can go big fish hunting next season, regardless of what you do in this draft. That's why I've been saying you can swing big in this draft, because even the rare chance that you miss, you will still be set up to do whatever you want next offseason. Now, if you hit and then you set up to do what you want all season, now you're talking about potentially putting yourself in an OKC San Antonio type situation where you can compete for a top 4 seed in the West while you got your best players on rookie contract, while Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams on their rookie contracts, while Victor Wembanyama is on his rookie contract. You can compete for a championship, and that sets you up for years. So the thing is, Ja's contract, when he's moved, potentially comes off the book. That's over $40 million. Brandon Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Brandon Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Those are contracts that'll be off the books. Like, you're potentially looking at a situation where you're clearing more than $60 million. Like, and you can go get whoever you want in that case. So
either you sign, or there could be space you trade into for draft capital. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, Jakob Poeltl will be a solid player, but from a value standpoint, this is where I'm going to go back on you, because like I feel like you got to come out of this draft with a big if you're going to use all 3 picks. You got to, because the problem with the Grizzlies in terms of the big rotation over the years, even when you had Jonas, even when you had Steven Adams, when you had Zach Edey, when those dudes came out of the game, teams said, okay, here go our chance to rebound now. And they clean up the glass against you. So you need to be in a situation where Zach Edey comes off the floor. Okay, here comes Jaden Quainitz, big 6'10" dude, 7'5" wingspan, rim protector right behind him. Or here comes Taurus Reed, from UConn, big 6'10", 250-pound guy who's going to set some hard screens and still have that physicality, because we know, based on Tomas Isilow's system, that physicality is a big part of it. So having those bigs who can, have them guards think twice when they're trying to run through those screens and things like that, and give those guards like Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen Jr., and etc. that space that they need. Cam Spencer coming off those screens, it could be really effective. But I agree with you from the standpoint of I think you throw positions out and you say I'm going best player available because you're in the first year of rebuild. That's what you just you just need to acquire talent at this point. You figure out the rest later, like because you don't draft for positional need without having the foundational pieces to put around it. You don't have the foundational pieces yet. There's no Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. that at one point redeemed the franchise cornerstones. It's like, okay, now let's go get a Zach Edey, a Cedric Coward, etc. to put around those players. So in this situation, you're still trying to find that guy. So you just go best available. But with that being said, if you go best available first 2 picks and you don't have a center, I do think it's important because of one, the questions with Zach Edey, but 2, just having that, for 48 minutes, because we know when Zach Edey's on the floor, you're going to be one of the top rebounding teams in the country. In the NBA, and you don't want it to be just a big gap, a big fall off when he's gone. Yeah.
Could it be like in Isaiah Hartenstein?
Yeah, because what he would have one more year on his deal, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Those
are the 2 guys that I have at the top. Of my list.
I think he has one more year guys, because the thing about Isaiah Hartenstein, and that's why OKC needs to do it this year because they can't run it back again, and they ran it back this year because again Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren was still on the rookie contracts. They won't be next year, so it's either Lou Dort, Isaiah Hartenstein, or even both. Like they're going to have to do some maneuvering to get some money off the books because payday is here for them. That's why they got to win. They got to win it this year. It came for Boston already. We see they had to unload a couple players, but it's here for OKC after this season. So Isaiah Hartenstein and Lou Dort are 2 big names to watch. But I like the Isaiah Hartenstein one. I haven't thought about that, but that's a good one.
Yeah, because this money fits right into the trade exception for sure. It's a lot of things the Grizzlies can do. They have a lot of assets. We've talked about that. I'm gonna tell you something else, man. I'm glad I got you on, bro. Because this is your guy, bro.
Talk to me.
Not the content creator. This is my guy. My guy. I talk hoops on YouTube. He's Memphis X on Twitter.
Yeah.
He threw out a name. I feel like I'm about to give y'all an episode of Locked On Grizz right now, bro. I'm about to give y'all your next episode. No, but he talked about something that the Grizzlies have that a lot of people aren't thinking about that could really be an asset. Whether you're talking about a Ja Morant trade or moving up in the draft, whatever you're trying to do. And it was your boy, Tyreek
Biberovich.
Yeah. He was saying the Grizzlies still own his rights. And he said that guy he may be one of the better shooters in the world. Like there are people who like him.
Man.
He did not come over last season.
Signed another contract,
Yeah, he was like, the Grizzlies own his rights. And let's say a team like a Toronto or an international team like that he may want to live in that market or whatever, that there's a trade out there that a guy like that can sweeten the deal as opposed to using a first-round pick, that he's a guy that has value. He's in his prime. He can come in and help a team right now today. I was like, crap, man, I didn't think about that. I totally forgot he's on our roster. Have you thought about that? And could you see him being part of – you can see him being part of something.
Yeah, I have. And the reason I thought about it, I'm going to give you another name. And this player was drafted way higher, but their games have been compared relatively a little bit. Bogdan Bogdanović. So if you remember, he debuted in the NBA with the Sacramento Kings, but Bogdan Bogdanović was drafted by the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix had his rights and things like that. He didn't come over initially, and he was involved in I forget what the big trade was, but he started his career in Sacramento, and it was whatever the trade was. It was a big one, for I believe it was a trade where the Suns traded up in the draft. So keep that in mind. The Suns jumped. I think it was from like number 8 to number 3 or number 4 to get Marquise Chris. Didn't work out. Marquise Chris didn't turn out to be a good player. But at the same time, having that asset, potentially for something like that, you want to trade up in the draft. Maybe it isn't some future first round pick that you have to attach to 16. Maybe there's a team, out there that needs some shooting, right? And you say, oh, look, we got this guy stashed who's going to come into the league. He's going to shoot the ball well. I have thought about that. That is an asset that the Grizzlies have that people, need to keep in mind too, because as the Grizzlies kind of hold on to him and they're rounding out their roster, it's kind of hard to see where he would fit into the future of this thing too. So it almost kind of makes sense for them to kind of use him as like a bargaining piece, because at one point, you know, when they were trying to put all these shooters around Ja when he was getting to the rim at this high level and Jaren and things, like, it made sense to have him in the equation, but it's not making as much sense now with the way the roster's going. So I can see it both ways.
Yeah, for sure. This is my man, Damichael Cole.
Yes, sir.
From the Commercial Appeal, also for Locked On Grizz. This is my guy, man. We about to get about this joint. For Damichael Cole, this is Anthony Sain. Shout out to my guy, Kenny Stubblefield, man.
Shout out Kenny, man.
As well. Had to get about this joint. But yeah, we about to get about this joint. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.